Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Thursday. Today we will be discussing how Bitcoin can spur real-world use case and adoption as an undisclosed source, as according to Bakkt, the ICE affiliate and the firm that was approved by the US CFTC to list physically delivered Bitcoin futures, and how they're planning on tackling concerns. It is also rumored that Bakkt is working on launching a product and a test launch first with Starbucks, an authority of course in retail, which will enable users to efficiently and conveniently settle transactions in a speedy and a safe manner. We're also looking at the Virtual Currency Tax Fairness Act, a newly proposed bill in the U.S. House of Representatives that could see capital gain tax for personal cryptocurrency transactions apply if profits exceed $200. This is an amendment to the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 to exclude taxation of gross income gain virtual currency in a personal transaction. A radical shift that could spur more participation and use of digital currencies in day-to-day settlement. We'll also have a look on altcoinbuzz.io at the Rhovit project and introduce you to that and what it's all about. Justin Sun is also in the news. He sat down with Steve Wozniak, Apple's co-founder. So he's excited. He's sharing that positive news, but others are perhaps not as happy, or at least are a little bit skeptical and are chirping him a little bit. We'll also tell you about how you can enter our giveaway this Saturday. It's happening in just a couple of days. We're giving away a Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. We'll give you the details on how to enter that competition at the end of this video. But before all that, let's take a look at the market with a snapshot of things on cryptomarketcap.com. We're down a little bit today. We're at 233 billion total market cap in terms of US dollars. Bitcoin has slipped 2.68% in the last 24 hours, currently sitting at $8,442.75. Most projects are down similarly in that range, 2-3%. Bitcoin SV, as you can see, down a little bit more, 8.5% in the last 24 hours. Dominance right now, 65.8%. On globalcryptopress.com, exclusive, Bakkt is developing new ways to spend and accept crypto and will launch officially with Starbucks, according to sources. Of course, there's always been a lot of hype around Bakkt, starting from the announcement that the company in the New York Stock Exchange was teaming up with Starbucks and Microsoft to form a company completely revolving around cryptocurrency. But now a source who is believed to be high enough up the flagpole to know has given an update on some of what Bakkt has been working on behind closed doors. And that source has revealed that Bakkt is strategically aiming to tackle the issue of real-world adoption and use cases. They said the following, quote, "For the everyday person, there's going to be an app for the iOS and Android. With this, you can buy select cryptocurrencies or use it as wallet and simply deposit cryptocurrency obtained elsewhere. But this wallet isn't going to be marketed as storage the way others are. This wallet is where you put the crypto you want to spend." And then in relation to the merchant, this source said the following: the other half will be the merchant services. The goal here is for any business to be able to implement this without any learning curve. Any business that currently takes Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, their employees already know everything they need to know. As far as merchants go, they will have the option to have the transaction deposited to them as USD or keep it in the form of crypto, which is actually a pretty important point due to crypto's volatility, and that would otherwise scare some businesses away from using the feature. But the ones using Bakkt's merchant solution can rest easy knowing they'll receive the exact amount when charged in USD, even if the customer paid in crypto. Very, very important right there. And possibly Bakkt's biggest advantage, Starbucks will be giving these products a massive jump start. As the first business, you'll be able to pay with crypto at using the Bakkt wallet. The source said the following, quote, "Any merchant on the fence will be convinced when they hear Starbucks trusts this tech at their thousands of locations. There's always one nearby, so we can encourage them to simply try it themselves. Once they try it themselves, they will see there's no good reason not to implement it." And according to everything that's being said, Bakkt is ready for trial runs in the first half of 2020, after which more and more features will be rolled out. In related news, how Bakkt is becoming a milestone for the crypto industry. You can check this out on themerkle.com. But let's take a look now at Forbes.com. New bill in Congress could have massive impact on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. The so-called Virtual Currency Tax Fairness Act of 2020 was introduced in Congress last Thursday, and the bill has the potential to solve a major issue with payments made via Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other crypto networks, in that an exception would be created for the potential capital gains gains taxes that often occur when these digital assets are used in everyday commerce. You may remember last year in 2019, there were a number of different members of Congress who commented on Bitcoin, some positively, some negatively, with Congressman Brad Sherman claiming the crypto asset is a threat to the US dollar. He was fear-mongering all up and down in 2019, as you recall. And you had others like Congressman Patrick McHenry, who shared his own bullish comments on the long-term utility of Bitcoin. Here's the issue with BTC. A key usability issue with Bitcoin payments is that taxes need to be paid in a situation where the capital gain has occurred, which could be when someone is simply buying a meal with Bitcoin at a local restaurant. But under current US law, the use of Bitcoin to pay for goods or services is treated as a sale of those Bitcoin holdings, which is a taxable event. While a previous version of this bill was focused on implementing a tax exemption for transactions in the amount of $600 or less, a different approach has now been taken with the 2020 version of the bill. So now, in the Virtual Currency Tax Fairness Act of 2020, capital gains taxes are only exempt in situations where gains made by an individual as a result of the transactions would be less than $200 as opposed to what was once $600 or less. If the bill is passed, it's something that's going to be instated for the 2020 fiscal year. And here's why it's significant. While the vast majority of Bitcoin users are focused on the speculation and store of value use cases, this sort of legislation could be massively helpful in a situation where more people want to start using the digital currency for smaller payments, especially like the Lightning Network, which continues to develop as a second layer protocol layer for fast and cheap Bitcoin transactions. We just covered how Bakkt is going to be making an impact in the world of day-to-day commerce, and hopefully with systems and institutions like Starbucks, well, this goes potentially hand in hand with that development. And of course, it's all about pragmatic use cases. Check out yesterday's video on Electroneum, where we did a deep dive into that project and discussed that very issue. In other news now on altcoinbuzz.io, we are discussing Rhovit and their founder's token launch, article by Ezekiel. Find out more about this exclusive item. So if you haven't heard about it, Rhovit is a reward-based content platform. Think of it as something like YouTube or Twitch, but with cryptocurrency very much involved. And let's talk for a second about Roam, which is a game on the Rhovit platform which allows users to earn game assets just by supporting that platform, Rhovit. With the ERC1155 contract now live on Rhovit, it will give them more ways to reward their users. YouTube has over 2 billion monthly active users, and Rhovit aims to capture just 0.5% of that total for a start, but that is still a massive 1 million users. So keep your eyes on Rhovit and Roam, as there will be many exciting things to come in the future. You can also check out here the list of benefits associated with the Roam Founders token, and do check out the Rhovit website, Rhovit with an H, so RHOVIT.com, the most rewarding platform for fans. Finally, for today, let's end on a light note with some levity. Justin Sun at Justin Sun Tron tweeted the following just a couple of days ago. It was an honor meeting the legendary Woz at Apple. Co-founder Steve Wozniak is who he's talking about. Looking forward to our partnership. So perhaps hinting at something quite massive here. Steve Wozniak had a tweet to which Justin Sun was responding here. Steve said the following: lunch with Justin Sun for free. He paid for lunch with Warren Buffett at Mandarin Gourmet in Cupertino, California. Not too bad. So, all the Tron fanboys are out in force, and they're congratulating Justin. They're slapping him on the back and whatnot. But others are a little bit more skeptical. So here at Crypto Wizard saying the following: those pumps ain't working anymore at Justin Sun Tron. If we believe you, you already have partnerships with Tesla, Coca-Cola, Amazon, and about 100 others, which is perhaps a fair criticism. So I don't know whether Justin Sun is saying anything concrete. He's basically saying that, hey, I had lunch with Apple's co-founder Steve Wozniak, and perhaps trying to get people excited in the community about what is to come. I think with Justin Sun, his credibility is, not shot. Not that he's a liar or anything like that. He's no John McAfee. However, I'll wait and see kind of thing. I don't think this indicates anything just yet. A sit down or a lunch is just that. It's a sit down or lunch, and I think you are seeing others in the community that are becoming increasingly skeptical of these so-called partnerships and these announcements that Justin Sun keeps on making. However, it's still good news on the whole. It's a net positive. That's how I see it. Let us know your thoughts about it in the comments below. However, that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget about our giveaway coming up in 2 days on Saturday, the 25th of January. We are giving away yet another Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. All you have to do is like all videos between this upcoming giveaway and the last one. You got to make sure you're subscribed to Altcoin Buzz on YouTube and comment on an applicable video in that span between both videos, because we first select a video at random and then a comment at random, which will correspond to our winner. Best of luck. If you choose to enter that contest, you may as well throw your hat into the race. Best of luck as well if you choose to invest on this Thursday, but have a great one, everybody. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.